Hi. Okay, I've had some questions on all sorts of things related to like my health, fitness, sleep, and I feel like all of those things really all are encompassed. And I admittedly have tried some fad diets. And so what I thought today is I'd kind of take you through quickly kind of the highlighted version of my personal health journey, where I started, where I'm at now, and why we actually threw out the scale. Welcome back, I'm Brittany, and this is One Unified Home, where you can come to figure out how to make it count. We want you to use your time and your money on things that you, not anyone else's opinion, what you care about. So we help teach different systems, and I share my family's and my personal life experiences in hopes to maybe spark something to help you start thinking a different way so you can figure out how to use your time and your money in a way that you feel, I don't know, brings you joy. So if you're new, hit subscribe so we can hang out. Okay, let's talk about my health journey. Also, let's just start by, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a fitness expert. I am a regular mom trying to figure out how to feel my best self. And I want to stress that so much that this story that I'm sharing with you today is more about how I feel emotionally, physically, mentally, how I'm feeling, and how it helps me show up as a better version of myself when it comes to being a friend, a mom, a daughter, a wife, all of these things. Like, your health is so important. And I feel like in the last couple years is when I really started to understand how important it is. Okay, so let's rewind. So I had my first baby in 2011. And we started trying to have babies 4 years before that, and I went through a miscarriage, and oh wow, we're gonna rewind really far. So that would put us at, I think, like 2007, that's right. So we had our first miscarriage, and like when I pushed record on this, I didn't have the story in my mind, but it came to me, and so now I feel like I need to share it with you. When we had our first miscarriage in 2007, 2008, I believe. Okay, our first miscarriage was in 2008. 2007 is when like I went off birth control. So that's also important to know that I was on a pill, birth control, for years and years and years. Ugh. I'm sure that had something to do with my body. Anywho, okay, I'm trying to do a condensed version. Finally got pregnant, had a miscarriage, and I was mad. I was mad at my body, and I'm like, fine body, if you're not gonna give me a baby, I'm gonna run you, literally run, not like run you to the ground. And what I mean by that is, I remember we were on a fishing trip with some friends, and we were in a canoe, and I was talking to this other wife. We were all newlyweds up at BYU, Idaho. And I was like, yeah, I'm like kind of mad at my body. I'm gonna kill it with kindness, I guess would be a better way to put it. So I'm like, I'm gonna run a marathon. I went home that day and started training for a marathon. I'm not saying marathons are bad, but anyways, this is just kind of giving you insight into where my like mental space was at. And so I went home, and I think I ran like 8 miles, which I wasn't a runner up to that point. Like, I think maybe the furthest I had run was maybe 5 miles. I might not have even made it to that point. So I started doing a ton of cardio. And that's kind of the beginning of like my physical fitness, was running. I love running. I don't do nearly as much of it now, but I started running. 4 years later, I had my first baby, our daughter Kennedy. And so then after my first baby, I was still working full time for about a year. I was working full time, and to like get off that baby weight, oh, I hate how, looking back, I hate how quickly I forced myself to get back into shape. So I did, it wasn't Beachbody. I did some fad diet where you like cut out all sugar, even fruit. You cut, cause like whatever. So you cut all of this out to start. And then it's like after 1 or 2 weeks, then you add in fruit, and so like first week 1 and 2, it's like you're only eating meat and vegetables, or like and like no grains. Anyways, it's one of those fad diets where you like cut something out and then you like cold turkey. Anyways, the first time I did it after I had Kennedy, like I lost weight, and I don't even want to say that because that's not my goal in life to have a certain weight, but it was back then. Now my focus on my health and fitness is how am I feeling when I'm wearing my clothes? How am I feeling? Where's my energy at? Am I able to go run around and play with my kids and go on mountain bike rides with my husband on date night? All of those things are what matters to me now. I want that to be clear. But 11 years ago, that I had different perspective on things. So that's where I was at after my first baby. I tried the same fad diet again after our second baby 2 years later. It didn't work quite as well, and I'm still just running. Third baby, same thing, run. And that's kind of where I was at. And it was all about cut things out, no sugar, no carb, and just keep running. That's pretty much the extent of like my health journey up until maybe like, well, it was like 2020. So about 3 years ago is when I started to realize that these fad diets and strict cardio weren't benefiting my body. So I started first focusing in on the food I was eating because I love me some candy. I'm a candy lover. I'm a huge baker. I love the sweets. And so I remember we were at at our family's cabin. Tommy's grandparents had a cabin. And I was sitting on the dock and I was feeling lethargic and I really didn't feel comfortable in my clothes and I just wasn't physically feeling good. I just wanted to sit around and I didn't have much energy to do anything. And so it was September and we were driving home. So it was like a 15-hour drive. Hubby and I decided to listen to the book about Whole30. Now I know there's a lot of opinions on Whole30, but hear me out on why I actually think it was a good thing, because it is an elimination diet, but it's not intended. It is not intended to be a lifestyle. It's intended to better, or how I took it, it's better to learn how to be more in tune with your body. So pretty much you just eat protein and fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I don't think you do grains. And then after 30 days of being super strict with that, you slowly add these things back in, which I think is really interesting. And actually, if you're trying to figure out allergies and intolerances, a lot of doctors suggest, they don't call it Whole30, I don't think, but they suggest this. Talk to your doctor. This isn't medical advice. And so we slowly started adding things in. So I think like every 2 or 3 days you'll add like, okay, now I'm gonna eat corn. Okay, now I'm gonna try brown rice. Okay, now I'm gonna try black beans. And what I came to realize is because I was eating such a strict, clean, like natural diet. Think about it. I'm only eating things that come naturally to this earth. Nothing packaged, nothing refined. And oh my goodness, I think that is what helped me really tune into the potential that my body holds. How amazing can my body actually feel? I was feeling so good. I was sleeping amazing. I had so much energy. It wasn't a big deal to wake up in the morning. I'd fall asleep really quick at night. And then, so where I'm at now, I haven't been on top of my fitness and I haven't been as careful as I could be with our food. Our dinners, I feel like, are spot on. Our breakfasts are spot on. Lunch has been like hit or miss, and snacks have kind of just been all over the place. We use the EatTogether Meal Planner app, which is the app that we created, because what I started feeling frustrated with is I want to eat meals full of vegetables and super nutritious, but our kids aren't quite in line with that yet. We're working on it. So anyways, that helps take care of dinner for us. We'll link that down below. Also, we have a free trial on our annual membership if you want to check it out. So here's what I'm trying to do is to get back on track. If I wake up before the kids and get my workout in and get myself ready If I prep lunches, I already have dinner on autopilot thanks to Eat Together, and I have breakfast on autopilot because we have a breakfast rotation. If I can get everything else in line, I know I can get back up to that like peak performance level where I'm feeling amazing. I have all that energy. I'm sleeping great. I'm gonna get back there. So I don't know, let me know where you're at. I just kept feeling like I wanted to share this with you. I love to hear other moms, women's journeys because I think we can learn from each other. So let me know down in the comments. Let me know where you're at. What have you tried? What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? Let's figure it out together. And if you're interested, maybe I could take you along for this journey over the next year as I'm like trying to get back on track. Because the other thing, remember this to get to where we're at now has taken years. It's not like a quick change. Okay. That's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you're doing okay. Let's chat down in the comments. We'll figure this out together. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.